Hey, it's your reigning supreme, the Doll Queen. Welcome back to my channel.
'Cause I'm the fucking supreme.
So today, I have the next Haute Couture doll. So this is Haute Couture Midnight Runway Spectra. This is the only Midnight Runway doll that I have, and you can actually buy all three right now on Mattel Creations for $75 each, which is an outrageous price, but you can. So this is Spectra, who hasn't had a G1 doll or just a doll, since 2015. So it's been 8 years. Really long time without Spectra, but here we finally have her back. Same size box as before for the other Haute Couture dolls, but this time we have like raised glossy chains and little spike balls all around. And then we have a pink purple, like a more pinker shade of purple, of her mask that comes in the set that's all smoky and it's a little glittery. It says Haute Couture right there. And then on the side we have Midnight Runway. And then on the back we have more of that glitter print with all the chains and the spike balls. So cool. Here's a comparison with Claudine's box. So you can see Claudine's had all of the little symbols around it, including her skelet, and had all these little pieces to signify Claudine. Between the two, I definitely, I like this one, but I think I definitely prefer the OG Haute Couture boxes. So now let's pop the lid on her. So already there's nothing on the inside versus Claudine's, which actually had a little diary in there with a little piece of the Haute Couture story. So that is greatly missed. I wish that we got a diary with this doll. And then there is her with the little plastic on it. And she looks great already. I'm excited for her. But the bottom is just like little fabric background, and that's it. So we can take her out. This is like an incredibly boring box compared to the old one, which is such a shame, because if you do look at the old one, it has like a little quilted design. So yeah, just doesn't seem like they put as much effort into this one. So, well, that sucks. All right, finally got her out of the box. It was a little annoying, but I did it. So she comes with this, and on the you know, just the card that says Certificate of Authenticity. So you know that this is a doll made by us, even though a bootleg could never be this good. So yeah, these are kind of worthless, but it lets us know that Glinda Schuh was the one who designed her, which is the same person that designed Claudine. So that's why we're comparing her and Claudine. And then right here it says, "You are gorgeously invited to Midnight Runway, the hauntest fashion show of the year. Spectra Vondergeist haunts the runway in a masquerade-inspired look, wearing a mysterious mask reminiscent of whispering smoke. Spectra Vondergeist is ethereal elegance in a sheer, flowing dress with a smoky print and spooky tattered edges. Her ghostly look is complete with smoke and chain heels and floating chain accessories, including mace and chain earrings. As the clock strikes 12, Spectra Vondergeist is going to rattle the ghouls as she floats down the runway." So pretty much the description that you would find on the back of the box versus like the original Haute Couture cards, which were more personalized to each character, as if they were writing a message. So first things first, my biggest complaints with her, we're just getting my complaints right out of the way, is that we have Claudine. These are the same exact prices, and as you see, instead of a headband, we have a mask. Fine, but she comes with significantly less, because we have 1, 2, 3 fashion pieces and 1, 2, 3, 4 fashion pieces here, and this one is especially good. And then here we have a necklace, earrings, and a bracelet and a ring. Then here we have a necklace, earrings, no bracelets, no rings, but we do have a belt. So yeah. And then personalized vacuum sealed like purple stand, basic gray stand, and then she comes with a diary and a hairbrush and a purse, mind you. She comes with nothing, which is fucking insane because these are the same exact prices. So I expected a purse and a diary and a brush with her, but we didn't get that. So obviously they're cheapening out for this line, so this is why they probably haven't sold out. And as you can see, Claudine's purse has a real chain on it. There's no real chains anywhere. It's all plastic, which is like fine if this was a cheaper doll, but it's the same price as Claudine, and she has a belt, like a real chain. They could have given Spectra real chains. Just saying. And I'll point out later on with her original G1 core doll, which they're reproducing, and we've seen the reproductions of her already, and she has real chains as well for $25. So why couldn't she get real chains for $75? I'm just saying that's a little scummy of Mattel, but I knew all that coming in and purchased her anyway because Mattel, like, it's been months because Frankie released in February and it's Black Friday and they didn't do any sort of sale on Frankie. So I knew that they were going to budge, and I really wanted her because I really do like this design, but most of all her face. With all those complaints out of the way, we can get to loving her. So she has a saddle stand, which Mattel is obsessed with doing right now. Like, every doll except for these collectors this year have had saddle stands. And it's completely unnecessary. She could have had a normal stand. But for Spectra, it makes her float. And with how the saddle stand is made for Monster High, you can actually, like, pretty much, you shove it up the pussy, and you can feel it, like, click or, like, go into place. And then she isn't going anywhere. So I don't mind. And she's floating. So it adds for the Spectra effect. And then her hair is gorgeous. It's this nice, like, grape shade of purple. It's what would be used on Claudine. Typically, it is Saran. And then she has a couple of black streaks in her hair. And this is actually different than her original hair color, and that is because her original hair color was in Kanekalon, because they did not make Saran in original Spectra's hair colors. So the mask is already coming off. I didn't really want to keep it on, TBH, but this is, I mean, she looks cool with it on and all, and it's a little blue smoky with like glitter in it, and it has like wispies, and it hooks on to the ears, so it will stay on somewhat, but I'm just taking it off because it's cool and all, but I really don't give a shit about it. That's not why I'm here. Because her face is stunning. Stunning. I will be washing her hair, though, because it is, like, a little box hair, and there's a tiny bit of, like, gel in it. I can feel it. So she will be getting her hair washed, and it'll look fabulous. Then we move on to her face. It's gorgeous. Like, Spectra's face has always been gorgeous. Like, my God. The face card never gets declined with this bitch. So she has her signature thin eyebrows. So thankfully for her, they also gave her thin eyebrows. They didn't thickify them, which is perfectly fine if she had thick eyebrows. I was just pointing that out because everyone else got thicker eyebrows for G1 style. Except for Julia too, so that's cool. And then her eyeshadow is a little smoky dark green all around here, and then a purple cut crease. And you might be like, where is the green coming from? There's no green in her outfit. There's actually green in her eyes. So that's pretty cool. And then the rooted lashes on mine, this one is slightly off, and then this one is like pushed to the side. It's off center because it ends after the eye. Yeah, so I didn't care that much. If I did, I would have returned her and got a new one. But yeah, I don't care that much. But for a $75 doll, I know someone will get annoyed, and it shouldn't have been an issue. But they produce these in the same factory as the Playline dolls, so only so much you can do. And then she just has her signature purple lip, and then this is the refined mold made later on, where the cheeks aren't as sunken in, which sucks, because, you know, this is an adult collector doll. We did not need the child-friendly version of her face sculpt, because, like, no children is scared of cheekbones anyway. So yeah, I do wish they used her original sculpt, because that original sculpt is insane, but it's fine. It's fine. And then that's literally, I spent 8 minutes talking about her face. Anyways, we can remove that. So we can see that she has a dark blue purple smoky fabric right here that ends up bunching at the wrist for the sleeves and for the main top portion, and it leads into these like tattered strayed edges. It looks really cool, by the way. Really nice. And then we have her chains that are all vacuum sealed rather than real chains, which is a little annoying. There's a little lock, there's a key, there's a scolette right here for her belt, and then there's a little spike ball at the end. Then her earrings are also little spike balls. They look pretty cool. And then she has this little black vinyl tube top and black vinyl ruffling right here, and a little black ruffling right there to bring in the little ghostly charm to her. So yeah, she just looks really cool. And then she also has these little vinyl pleather shorts right here. So that's also pretty cute. I don't know why they describe this as a dress, because this is more of just a long shirt. And then we do have her shoes down here, which are this like a bunch of chains that are gray, and then we have the blue smoke coming up. So yeah, those are pretty sick. And then she still has her legs that go from white to clear, and they are glossed the house down boots. They are not chipping at all like Laguna. They look great. They look great. Although the fade is a lot lower than what it originally is. And then her arms also still have the fade, and it is very smooth. It looks so cool. I've always loved that aspect of Spectra. Spectra. All right, so now we can look at her OG doll. So as you can see, the difference, this doll has Kanekalon hair A, this is Saran. And then you can see the refined cheekbones, like just look at the cheekbones. It is definitely different, at least in person. I just need to get this out of her face, because this hair is a little unmanageable sometimes. Yeah. So that's that. And then for hair coloring, you can see how this is like a much darker purple than this one. This is more of these two colors combined. And yeah, like I said, real chains right here on OG Spectra, so why couldn't she have real chains? So yeah, if you're wondering, there is going to be the pre-production of Spectra, where she is getting pretty much the same exact doll, but her doll has poly hair because they can't do this color in Saran. So be warned about that. And then as for her, the G3 doll is coming out next year. Maybe in the spring, maybe in the fall, just sometime next year. We're getting a G3 Spectra who has a very, very, very similar design to this Spectra right here. Although she won't be as nicely made, but she still has a very similar design. So if you don't feel like paying $75 for this and you like G3, I'd recommend waiting for her because she's definitely more worth it. But like I said, I love Spectra's face so much, I just couldn't decline. So yeah, that is Spectra, who looks really cool, but she's not worth $75. She should have came with more, especially compared to the previous Couture dolls. If you like Spectra and you're willing to dish out that much, go for it. I think that she is a lovely doll to have in your collection, but not a must-have. And that goes for all of Midnight Runway, because now the line is complete, and I don't plan on getting Frankie or Cleo. I just don't need them. So that is it. So from me, Reigning Supreme, I grant you a wonderful, glorious, fantabulous day. Toodles!